first topic. So, my first topic is going to be education. Like I told you, I just started school, and me and my friend were having a discussion about it, and I just feel not just frustrated with how our education system has been going the past years, but I've always felt like kind of our generation takes it for granted. Other people have fought so hard, especially for minorities, to have the chance to be able to go to school and sit next to this person and that person and it be okay. And, you know, we don't appreciate it. And I don't think it's just not just our fault. You know, some people have obligations. Their family might not have a lot of money, and the only way for them to keep a roof over their head is to work for their family. So, you know, education's not their number one priority. And that's happened to me. My mom's been sick, and education had to take a back burner for a while. But that's the only time it's ever happened, and the first and only time. And it really hurt me in my heart for that to happen, but education is really key, and I don't think our society uplifts it and glamorizes education as it should be. It should be glamorized. It's so essential. I feel like it should be, if not the first priority, the second priority. The second priority, or first, besides education, should be healthcare. You know, we have the right to. That's another topic. We'll get to that later, but education. Also, other countries' education is far ahead of ours. You know, England, India. Some of their high school schools are the equivalent of our college diplomas. So how is that right? How is that okay? Are we falling behind? Do we need to step it up a notch? I mean, I think we do. I think the music doesn't need to reflect the focus on making money, hustling, just rap music. Most of it isn't helping our kids to want to go to school and read a book and look inside themselves and get into history and science and math. And no, I mean, the only math they're worried about is counting their money that they made on the corner. And it's sad. It's really sad that they mention that, but they don't also say that if you're selling drugs or this, that, and the other, that you know, you're going to be running from the police your whole life. And everybody wants, all the reason they live is to be able to provide for their family. And I know that's why most of the people do it. I mean, some greed comes in it, but, you know, everyone wants to provide for their family. You don't want to do it running from the police your whole life. You want to be able to do it without worrying, without looking over your shoulder every 30 seconds, you know? And with education, you can do that. You don't even have to go to college. You just go to trade school, you know, become an electrician, a firefighter, anything. And, you know, I couldn't even imagine in the Western world surviving without even going into elementary school, into middle school. Imagine if no one went to school. Like, where would our world be, you know? Would we even have the computers that we're watching this on right now? Probably not. So, you know, just how do you feel about it? Where should education be on our priority list? Do you feel that people do take advantage of it? Do you understand why the older generation gets so frustrated with us? Just tell me. You know, I think it should be pretty important, and I think hopefully this will open some people's eyes that aren't taking it that seriously. Will buckle down. I feel like sometimes it's slap in the face of people who fought so hard for us to have this, the minorities, and I also see a huge gap in different races and where they are on the education levels. And it's really sad, and I understand somewhat of why it's like that. But you know, you kind of got to take responsibility of you and say, look, my parents have lived like this, but I refuse to live like that. I'm going to focus on education. I don't care what nobody else says, because at the end of the day, you're the only person that has to look yourself in the mirror. And you're either going to be proud about your education or you're not. You're going to either be hiding your report card in the mailbox or you're not going to. And it's just so common. And I just hope that education just becomes important. They stop doing budget cuts to our money And, people really get the focus that education is key. They say it's so important all the time, but in their actions don't measure up. And I just want to see how you guys feel about it. Do you guys really value education? Because I think it's pretty important. Okay. Talk to you guys later. Can't wait to see your guys' responses.